So San Diego Comic-Con 2024 just took place and we got some huge announcements out of Marvel Studios, some big films on the way, some other films that got kind of retconned or canceled going forward, and let's just discuss all of this news. So the main highlight of Comic-Con this year was, of course, the Russo bros are returning to direct the next two Avengers films, which we learned about a few weeks before Comic-Con took place, I want to say, and they just revealed who's going to be inside of these films and what these films are called. So first things first, 2026, we're going to be getting Marvel Studios Avengers Doomsday, and who's going to be playing Victor Von Doom inside of this film? None other than the legend himself, Robert Downey Jr. I know there's a lot of mixed takes on him returning to play a completely different character inside of this universe. People feel like, oh, Marvel's failing, so they need to bring him back. But quite honestly, I think this is a perfect way for Robert Downey Jr. to return back to the MCU. I think he's going to absolutely blow this role out of the water, like no debate. Once we see this film in 2026, I just know he's going to give it his all because he's a fantastic actor. Robert Downey Jr. is one of the best in the business right now, and he's perfect for this role. The reveal footage, which I'll play for you right now,
we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
New mask, same task. What can I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
absolutely legendary, especially the little line that he gives there. Different mask, same task. That's the perfect way to put it. Yes, and I assume the way he's going to be brought back is, of course, through the multiverse. We could do anything with the multiverse now. This is going to be a variant of Tony Stark inside of this film, and in this different universe, he's going to go down a different path and end up as Victor Von Doom. More than likely, that's just the most logical scenario for this character's return. And not only that, but we're going to be getting back-to-back Avengers films, because in 2027, we're going to be getting Secret Wars. This is going to be absolutely amazing for Marvel fans, for the MCU, for a return back to the glory days, back to Endgame, back to Infinity War. We're getting the back-to-back years just like we did with those movies, and I cannot wait for these movies. Now, on the sad note, Jonathan Majors has been completely dropped out. Of course, we've already known that for quite some time now, but we now know that he's been replaced. It's not that they're just bringing him in, it's that they dropped Jonathan Majors out and Robert Downey Jr. has kind of taken his role. So instead of us getting Kang the Conqueror, we're going to be getting Victor Von Doom as the big bad inside of these films. Now, honestly, for me, that's pretty sad, because Jonathan Majors had a huge year just a year or two ago where he was in Creed 3 and he was in Ant-Man and he was in Loki, and he did an amazing, brilliant job in each and every project he was a part of. Jonathan Majors is a star, one of the gems inside of Hollywood right now. So to see the way that the industry has blackballed him, to see how he got convicted for, in my opinion, no wrongdoing. I mean, we all seen the videos. That man was sprinting and running down the streets trying to actively get away. Maybe it's a bit of a hot take for me to say that, maybe it's a bit taboo for me to say that, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. He should not have been dropped out of these films. It's completely wrong, but I can't be mad that Robert Downey Jr. is being replaced. If there's anyone to replace you, why not the GOAT himself, Robert Downey Jr.? But man, imagine if we had Jonathan Majors and Robert Downey Jr. in the same film. Could you imagine how mind-blowing that would be? Victor Von Doom, Kang the Conqueror in the same film or in back-to-back films. Man, I hope Marvel does the right thing, Disney does the right thing, and brings him back one day, because he definitely deserves to be a part of this project, man. He's a real one-of-a-kind talent inside of Hollywood, and yeah, I just hate to see that happen to him. But unlike other people online, I am celebrating that Robert Downey Jr. is back. I can't wait to see this film. Definitely going to be at these films day one. Definitely going to be reviewing this on the channel day one. You already know that, as will every other channel, I'm sure, because these are going to be monumental generational moments in film history. And yeah, things are looking brighter for the MCU. Another news, just to touch on something else, Deadpool and Wolverine, it's crushing at the box office. #1 box office opening for a rated R film, with like over 400 million for the opening weekend. Absolutely brilliant. I know, me personally, I didn't sing the highest praises of that film in my review. I had my problems with it, but quite honestly, I'm happy it's succeeding. I'm happy the general audience and the general critics love this film. I'm definitely going to give it a second chance and revisit it and touch on that film again if I come out with a second opinion, with a changed or a different opinion after watching it a second time. But right now, I still stand where I stand with that movie. I don't hate it. I think it's a good film, but I just don't think it was a great film as everyone else does. But again, I'm gonna give it a second chance because I think it deserves that much. And with that being said, that's the big news right there for Marvel, for San Diego Comic-Con. That was the highlight. That was the moment that everyone's talking about. So I wanted to get my take on it. I wanted to touch on it for all of y'all. And yeah, I would love to know how you feel about Robert Downey Jr. returning as Victor Von Doom instead of Iron Man, back to the MCU, playing a villain this time, more than likely a part of the multiverse. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comment section down below. If you don't know what we do here on Demigod ENT, we do film and TV reactions and reviews. If you're interested in this movie-based content, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.